Howdy folks, welcome to episode 32. Today we're going to continue on our building, and so I went back to base and collected all the stuff, the fiber and that stuff, and put it away, and I also grabbed some of these out of the furnace so that we can do this. Need to make at least one core, and so we're going to get that made so that I can eventually get this stuff taken off of here, some of this extra stuff like on the bottom there. And so we are going to do some decoration on this bridge and then see if we can get the rest of this other piece, the rest of this other bridge done. And so I think I decided on what I want to do as far as that goes. So let's see, we can go like this. We have all of our blocks and everything. I think I could even put that there. Alright, so we have, there we go. And so what I want to do is I want to figure out, I think I've got a way to do this. So what I want to do is I want to have like these blocks coming off of this, but not there. And so I need something to support them, obviously, because they're not going to support themselves floating in the air there. And so what I need to do is I need to do something, I was thinking something like this, and I could do this sort of thing. So I could do this and every other block like that, and then I could do this every other block. And so yeah, we could have almost like a trestle type of look with this thing. And so let me do a few of these out here, and a nice little sawtooth design, and it should match up flush with the other piece when we put it up there. So let's get a few of these on here, and I probably should have put on the symmetry axis, but I'll have to check and see. It used to be one of the pieces that don't match up very well on the symmetry axis, so we'll see. But we can do this sort of thing. I suppose I shouldn't bounce that into my ship. Right? I don't want to golf my SV. I don't know if it still does that or not, and I'm not willing to find out at this time. But yeah, so that's the idea. And so from the inside, it's going to look kind of okay. I don't know. I tried a few combinations of blocks, and I didn't find anything that was like super awesome that really jumped out at me as amazing. So I think that's the best that I'm going to come up with as far as a design. And the other one I looked at was like these curves and stuff like that, but I think this will do fine, and this will actually match, because what I plan to do is down here I plan to put in these, let me see here, I'll show you. So what I want to do is on these I want to put in some diagonals here, and let's see, we're gonna do like this sort of thing and come out and do like crisscrosses across. And so yeah, I just have to be careful about that as well, because the structural integrity is silly and doesn't actually work the way you think it should. So when you make diagonals like this, it's actually weaker than if you were just to make a block all the way straight across. It would hold fine, but this like doesn't add any support to the structure or anything like that. So yeah, I could actually, you know what, let me show you in a creative mode real quick what I'm talking about, because I keep talking about the SI. So let me show you and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are in a creative mode game, and I just wanted to show you how this works. And so when you have this dug into the ground, it gets full support, it's maximum support, and then you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blocks out. Okay, and if you add a 13th block, it's done. Okay, and so if you try to go diagonally, so let's do this type of block. So if you do this, you should be able to, you know, go out a decent, you would think you could actually go out farther this way, right? So this is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 blocks. Okay, so horizontally we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks out. Okay, so let's keep going. So this is the 7th block. Oh, I'm so sorry. You can't go more than 6 blocks. So, you know, it's just frustrating, and it's, like I said, it's just frustrating. If you try to build something like an arch, it's not stronger, it's weaker. And so, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. And there's another thing here is if we go out, let's see, let's do 1 wood block, and then let's change these back to cubes. Okay, so we have 1 wood block there, and then we can put 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. We can put 12 on there. And if we put 4 wood blocks, 2, 3, 4, and suddenly you can't put, so yeah, it changes. It doesn't, I don't know, I'm sure there's some calculations that are like internally consistent in some way, but it's not something that you can really intuitively work with. And like I showed here, we have, whoops, let's do this, 3, 4, and then let's put 3 on here. And suddenly, now it doesn't work with 3. So yeah, the behavior is not consistent based on how many you add at a time as well. So let's do this, let's add 1 at a time. Oh, now we can't add 1. So, well, there you go. I think I've made my point, and this is why I hate the structural integrity system, and why I consider turning it off, and why a lot of times I'll build a capital vessel instead of a base. But anyway, let's get back to our game. Alright, so yeah, now you see what I mean. And so anyway, what I'm going to do is we're going to put down a symmetry axis, and we're going to test this out. Let's see, building symmetry plane, YZ. And you need to have a block in your thing when you select this, and then you need to have a block in your thing and you click it. So you click where you want the plane to be. Alright, and let me see. We're going to try this. I'm going to try this and see if it... Actually, I'll just leave it on this side, right? So let's see. Whoops. Let's see if this works the way I want it to. And you know what? I think it does. Let me see. Let me try the other one. And let's see. Good, they fixed that. Because it used to be that those things would spin around. Maybe it's the other ones. Maybe it's the other ones that spin around. But yeah, they would spin around and be sticking out from the... So instead of being on the inside, they would be on the outside, sort of thing. So yeah, I'm going to get this put on and all of this, and I will be back in a minute. Alright, we are done, and it's the middle of the night, so you can't actually see what it looks like. But yeah, I've got these added. Whoops, I've got all these little diagonals added. I'll have to figure out how to paint those, so we can do something cool with that. Maybe do like an emissive, which is what they call the textures that emit light, or at least are not darkened. But yeah, so I threw in a core here too so that I could remove blocks because I derped on the first set. But yeah, I threw in a core there just so that I can remove blocks without screwing up. And so I think what we're going to try here is I'm going to show you this thing. And like I showed you, the diagonals are very limited, and so we are going to have to be careful with how we do this. And so let's jump out here. And we did get fire rain while we were working. Now it's back to overcast. Okay. But yeah, we did get some fire rain while we were working, and so that was interesting. But yeah, let's see what we can do here with these blocks. And I had to go back out to the menu, so these are all reset. And yeah, let's see. 2, 3. And like I showed you in that thing, in that demonstration, it's like good luck trying to get trying to get this stuff. Let me see, we're going this way, trying to get this stuff to work the way you want it to. I think we're going like that, and then like that. And so yeah, we're gonna see if we can get these to meet up in the middle, and if SI is going to be a jerk or not. And let's see if we can get that one there. And it looks like we can. It looks like we can. So let me see if I can put 2 on here, and then we can go back out. Let's see. And so I'm gonna have to figure out how to measure this. So let me do the paint gun here. I hope you guys can see. I know it's really dark. Let's do this again. Alright, so we're going to use the paint gun, and we're going to go, let's see, from here, we're going to go 2, 4. Okay, so we're going to go 2, 4, because I'm thinking if I try to build down from there, this whole thing's just going to break. And I probably should just experiment with it because it's a time saver to do so. So you know what, let me actually do it. Let me see. Let's turn on the structural integrity, and we'll turn off the light. And yeah, that's already turning red, isn't it? That's turning more red. And I'm just wondering how much of that is going to fall when I do this too, right? Okay, well, it looks like I can I can do that. And that, whoa, that scared me. Okay, don't do that, because you will add mass where you don't want it. Okay, so yeah, I can add that, and man, these pretzels are making me thirsty. Okay, we're gonna do the rest of this, and I will time-lapse it for you because I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch this. And I will be back in just a minute. Uh-oh, we've got another drone. We got a drone coming in shooting at our core. Nice. There we go. Alright. I don't know if he hit anything. I'm gonna have to see. I don't think he hit anything. But yeah, I do need to keep an eye out for more drones coming in, because that's 4 of them, and we'll see if a 5th one comes in for the drone attack. Anyway, back to work. Ow, I just got hit by that. Okay, we're back and we're pretty much done. There's a couple of little things I gotta clean up. But yeah, I have spent over an hour and a half on building this, and so I think the episode's going to be a little short, but that's all the time I have for today. And so I'm gonna have to continue in the next episode, and we're gonna try to get that thing over there built and everything. And so yeah, that's gonna be it for episode 32. I hope you enjoyed the building and the little interruptions with drone attacks, and join me in episode 33 for seeing if we can complete this build, and we will see you then. Later.